Hi, my name is Cujo. When I was driving home from work today, I was thinking about just the progress that I'd made in the past couple years. Like I've said a few times on this channel, I'm like a completely different person than the one that I used to be. I used to be a person who really just was not lazy, but sat around and just played games and consumed and consumed. Didn't really create anything in terms of, like, for one, I worked a lot just for money to, like, buy more stuff, which is the trap, you know. You work to buy the stuff and then the stuff doesn't make you happy. But I was pretty bad about saving money and I worked really shitty jobs. Now I've worked a consistent job that's allowed me a lot of freedom. I've had a lot of time to reflect and really work on myself thanks to this job, and I'm really grateful for it. But I was thinking about when I used to play, like, I used to game obsessively. I still game. You can see it in my videos, but it's a lot more, what's the word? It's a lot more monitored. Is that the word I'm looking for? To where I used to play for like 4 to 6 hours a day and then just had no habits. Like all my habits were bad and I was gaining weight and my overall physical health was bad. My mental health was bad. And now I'm like really physically in shape and my mental health is probably the best it's ever been. Like honestly, my whole life. But in that time when I was playing the games, I remember those 4 to 6 hours I would spend playing games. I was typically really good at the games that I played. I used to play a ton of Melee. Way back when I used to play a ton of shooters, and I was pretty good at shooters too. I would have an okay KD. I don't want to like go crazy, but like I would normally have a KD of 2 at least. But now I feel like I've taken that gaming aspect of playing games and being good at them and kind of moved it towards life. Now I'm a lot better at doing the whole like adult and like living thing. In my personal opinion, I'm a lot more responsible with money, a lot more responsible in general, and taking care of my health in general and learning new skills all the time. The funny thing is a lot of things have changed, but the only main thing that I've changed when it comes to actually getting better at these things was actually breaking down the daunting tasks that games typically do for you. Let me try to explain that in the best way that I can. Healthy Gamer has actually talked about this concept a lot. I can't remember a specific video at the moment, but Healthy Gamer is a really good channel for gamers to navigate life, and I highly recommend Healthy Gamer like a ton. He's talked about this concept where games break down the tasks for you, and it normally just gives you a quest. You go and do the quest, you just follow the steps of the quest, and you're able to complete it. It's the same with like multiplayer games too, right? Like you have a very clear vision of the objective, and okay, to say for instance we're playing like just deathmatch on Call of Duty or something, you have a very clear way of getting to your goal, and that's just, you know, shooting. Say take CSGO or Valorant for example. Your goal is to plant the bomb or spike, or if you're on the opposite side, you defend the spike or the bomb. And in order to defend that, you either play the time limit or you kill the other players. The steps and strategies are kind of handed to you. There's information on the internet, all that type of stuff. The objective is very clear, and the steps to getting there is made pretty clear to you. The funny thing is that life does not work the same way that a video game does. Kind of. It kind of does, but it doesn't give you the tasks that you need to do in order to complete your quests in particular. Say for instance you go and work a job, right? Right now I detail as a daytime job. There's a very clear, you know, quest I have to do, and that's to clean cars. And in order to clean the car, you have to scrub the car, you have to get the crevices and stuff like that. You have to vacuum the car, you have to shampoo the car. There's like a particular process and steps you have to go in order to quote-unquote complete the quest and then reach this quota, this invisible number that is wanted of you. But the thing is like the job gets me money, but it's not really my quest per se, or my dream or personal journey. I'm helping another person realize their dreams. When I get paid, I use that money to further push my dreams. And life does not lay that out for you at all. It does not hand you quests that says, okay, do X, Y, Z. You kind of have to figure out the quests yourself, which is so hard and like something I didn't understand when I was playing games a crazy amount. Say for instance, for the longest time, I wanted to make music. I want to make a song. How do you make a song? It's not really like you can just hand someone like, okay, here's the quest line to making a song. There's multiple different ways you can follow people's quest to make a song, but there's so many different methods for making a song, and the information can be convoluted that it makes it kind of hard. And usually this type of stuff would be extremely daunting. Like, you would get so much information that it's like, I will never be able to make music. I will never be able to, I don't know, make a YouTube video or fix my own car or something like that. So normally if you look at like the big goal, it intimidates you every time, and then you won't take any steps to doing it because you'll feel like you're failing when you take this little itty bitty step towards your goal and see how much farther you have to climb, that it's so demotivating. So before you start anything, the first thing you should do is really break it down into the littlest steps that you possibly can. This is what a game does for you. Games do this for you. They'll give you a quest and then give you specific steps you need to take in order to complete the quest. Say, for instance, you want to be in shape. Well, if you just tried to get in shape with real no game plan, you're gonna quit after like 3 or 4 days because you're not gonna see any progress, and then be like, I don't know how to do this, and then like beat yourself up mentally and then just give up. When really you should be breaking it down like, okay, I can do this much amount of time a day. I need to eat this much for protein, this much for carbs, this much for sugar, this many calories. I need to do cardio, arms, legs this day. And really like break it down and then be like, okay, I'm just gonna run on the treadmill for like 20 to 30 minutes. At least that's what I do. I run on the treadmill for 30 minutes. That's my cardio. And then you can even break that down. For instance, when I do my treadmill run, I'll usually run a decent jog speed for about 5 minutes, and then I'll walk for 2 minutes. And then I'll run for 5 minutes and then walk for 2 minutes, run for 5 minutes, walk for 2 minutes, until I hit the 30-minute mark. And that's pretty good for me. It's pretty good cardio. But I even have like this specific speed and incline that I do it at. Like, it's broken down. You can keep breaking down the layers of it, like, and it's almost habitual. Like, I don't think about it anymore because I wrote down the game plan first off. I had the quest line written out for myself to do. And for me, that takes form in a planner. I actually have a planner that I write in, and I write the steps of what I want to accomplish for the day and the overarching goal that I have for it. Not everyone has to do it this way, but knowing us as humans, we don't see progress after a few days. We want instant gratification, and it completely demotivates us when we don't get that instant gratification. Having a planner and just ticking boxes on the planner, for some reason, it's like playing a game. Like, I don't know, it just does something for like your dopamine. I don't know, but like for me, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing stuff when I check the boxes. Essentially, that's what I'm trying to say. A lot of the times when I was playing games for like 46 hours a day, I didn't know how to tackle like most stuff in my life. When I wanted to make music, I just started breaking down like, okay, I want to make a chopped up sample, and then maybe some piano, play some MIDI piano over it, and call that good. And then the next day, maybe I'll work on drums. And then the next day, maybe I'll write vocals. But progressively, the steps build up to the end goal, which, you end up with a song. Same with fitness. You want a nice body. Okay, well, this day, I'm going to work on arms and take protein. This day, I'm going to do cardio. This day I'm going to do legs. And you're not going to see anything initially, but really it should be about you getting the task done for the day, and progressively over time you will see results. It's extremely delayed, and it's more like your past self constantly rewarding your future self, and it compounds. The reason that I'm in the most shape that I am right now is because I've been the most consistent that I have ever been in my life with working out. Same with making YouTube or like music. That's all I would recommend, is just making your own little quest sheet, breaking down big daunting tasks to you, and just taking little baby steps in order to complete little tasks that make up the bigger picture of whatever you're trying to do. Like a game, make your own quests. I think that's the moral of this, is just take a planner or just a notebook, anything. Be like, okay, I want to be an astronaut. This is probably a bad example because I have no idea how to become an astronaut right now. And you just keep breaking it down until there's something that you can do in this current moment in order to further yourself towards that end result. I want to recommend people who really struggle with playing games and not doing much of anything else to at least try breaking down tasks. Even if it's just cleaning your room, if it's a disaster, just do one little thing at a time. Break it down. Maybe something would be like putting laundry in a basket. That's a task. Making my bed. Organizing my closet. Putting shirts in this spot or coats in this spot. And write it all down with your overarching goal. Clean my room. Life really is like a video game. There just aren't NPCs holding your hand along the way. I guess there could be, but you don't want that. Life's more like an MMO. You kind of want to make the most of your own experience in this MMO. You want to follow your own quest lines and collaborate with other people that are on the same quest lines as you. But anyway, I think that's all that I have for this one. I felt like I kind of ran in circles a little bit with it, but hopefully I got my point across. Just break down tasks. It's like real life quests, and then you're like, damn, my life is like a video game. This is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna go edit the green screen video that I'm working on. So, goodbye now.